Hello guys, welcome sa atong channel, Willcats Gaming. Niyata karon guys, aron mag-gameplay na sada kay weekend man karon. So, king gameplay na to diri sa atong channel, Willcats Gaming. So, ang atong gameplay karon guys mao ang NBA2k 21. So, naa si Damian Lillard. Nya kinahanglan man ta og controller ni atong controller nga gamiton guys. Switching on siya nga controller kay sige tagkapilde. Nya gamit ko ta og headset guys kay aron okay kayo ang ato ang sounds while nga mag-gameplay ta. So atong itaod ni siya guys kay aron magsugod na ta. So before dito mag-start guys, ako din i-shout out ang akong mga kalaban sa NBA2k nga sila si James Otida, si Sir Alvin Ramirez, sila si kaming kalaban ako sa NBA2k nga si Sir Anthony nga magpalit daw siya og PS4 kung naana siya ay budget daw. So shout out sa nako ang ako ang wife diha nga naa sa iyahan trabaho. Katong yung mga kauban sa trabaho, shout out nako nga sila si Rodney Quison, si kanang nasa Katrina nga si Glory Bacalya, sila si Chris Gidopos, hello, sila si Manilin Langit, si Juan Gramatica, o katong ilang mga kauban diha nga wala sa nako pa maili. So mahinaw ko nga mag-subscribe mo sa atong channel kaya aron ma-notify mo once nga na ipang-upload nga mga videos every weekend. So ako di pong i-shoutout ang pong mga igsuon nga nasa puhol nga sila si Mar Jones, Alif Junkat, si Inday Asil, si Bryant, si Bryle nga badlongon kaayo. Hello Bryle, hello. O sila akong mga anak diha nga sila si Gian Joshua, sila si Ate Zaira Jewel, pagbinuotan mo diha ate kay aron tuhon-tuhon mahimo na sad mong parihan ako nga gamers. So karon guys, dili pa ta magsugod, intro sa ta. Peace. Let's go.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello guys.
Good evening, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Mitchell. It's been great to have you with us.
Kalaban karon ang Los Angeles Clippers.
Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors.
Golden State Warriors lang gipunta guys.
Clippers at Staples Center. Checking out the Clippers, they had a decent regular season last year, but this year has been an excellent one for them so far. Currently third in the Western Conference.
Golden State Warriors versus Los Angeles Clippers.
The Staples Center for a Western Conference contest with the Los Angeles Clippers here in LA. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analysts, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. You look at Golden State, a great start to the season for them, notching 3 wins to tip it off.
And seeing where the Warriors are, this has been a terrible way for them to kick off their year. That they have to find a way to get back on track soon before this season gets away from them.
And there was such high hopes for them in the preseason. It's hard to believe how quickly these losses are piling up.
Now Golden State's starting 5. Lethal shooting pair of Clay and KD out on the perimeter. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Livingston in at the 1 spot. Second chance shot and off the glass. That one's good. Thompson's got the game going here with the first basket for the Warriors. Picked by Griffin.
Julia.
Jordan inside. Pachulia covering. Rivers kicks to Griffin, and it's good. 2 points. Doors, a wealth of experience, will be out on that floor here tonight. 2 veteran ball clubs for sure. What kind of game does that typically bring us?
Well, like you, Kevin, these guys are very
Draymond
solid.
Green
They bring good
for
fundamentals, they understand the big picture, and they know how to play the right way. Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his playmaking ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine, Kev.
Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. We play just over a minute here in the first. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Griffin a screen on Thompson. Rivers with it. Now Green defending. It's stolen by Green.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Here's Thompson. And foul on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
Boy, Thompson keeps his composure through the contact. If you're going to foul him, it better be done right, because you don't want to give him this and one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
Here's Teodosic. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. No good on the triple. On defense, Golden State keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And guys, we often hear the argument offense is the best defense, and that was the case for him.
Well, you can't really argue when they're executing like that. It was really perfect offense.
Brings it from beyond the arc.
Klay
Thompson's
Thompson.
got 8 points.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Picked by Griffin. Gallinari with it, outguarded by Pachulia. Griffin sets the screen for Gallinari. They double him with Green. It's stolen by Green. Jumps up, and Green slams it in.
Still by
Really
Green.
focused on establishing dominance down low, and guys, it's working.
Oh, no doubt. I think they've controlled the paint. They've used their size and strength to get off any shot they want.
And here are the Clippers now, following the score by Golden State. Passes it to Rivers to stop the run. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Rivers has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And you look at the Clippers post Chris Paul. The team is still in a position to compete.
I think they had to fill in gaps when players left, but I really like the job they've done overall. I mean, they have good inside and outside players. Not the same, but they aren't in a horrible spot.
Livingston dishes to Pachulia. That one goes. Count it.
I tell you, you're going to have to D up Pachulia better than that. So good, utilizing that great frame to get off high percentage looks.
The feed to Jordan. Rivers in the corner. Griffin a screen on Thompson. 6 to shoot. Rivers passes to Griffin. Green with the block. Warriors leading by 9. Pass to Thompson. Out to the wing. Feeds it to Pachulia. It's Thompson off the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
10 points na si Klay
Thompson's
Thompson,
got 10.
guys.
Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
Here's Teodosic. He's covered by Livingston.
Shout out ko guys sa
Gallinari
mga
kicks to Jordan.
subscriber nga walo ka po.
No good that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Their last encounter was in Oakland.
You know, a poor shooting
Million na
night.
po, guys.
I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Right, there has to be some sort of consistent effort to generate quality shots. It seemed to me they thought they were going to come easily.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Harold, he's checked in for
Kaya
the
naman sayaw kay sige
He
na
comes in
kita
for
ang
Blake
sayaw.
Griffin. Deckers
Sayaw
checked
ni
in
Mr.
for Gallinari.
Perfect.
And it's Patrick Beverly in for Teodosic. Then for the Warriors, JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. West comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Iguodala in for Kevin Durant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Livingston. And there's the foul. It'll go on Willie Reed. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
1:15 left to play in the first. Kicks to West. Livingston dishes to McGee. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Iguodala. It's hauled in by Beverly. Clippers trail by 11. It's stolen by Livingston. And here's West from the arc. Another shot. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Los Angeles.
And no doubt they relied upon that three-point shot to provide a big chunk of their scoring. Now, that's been a trend in the modern NBA, and they took that philosophy and ran with it.
And the Warriors making a change here. Young's checked in. Rivers with it. And Young picks him up defensively.
Shout out lang ko si John
Trying to get back on track. Rivers can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 12.
Ug ang gamers na po nga
West
kalaban
outside.
nga si James Ojeda.
Young outside. Lets the three fly. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Puyo mangkadas tumpanan sa iring.
Rivers against Young.
Rivers versus Young.
Now here's Rivers. Not a lot of room. And the Clippers miss again. Livingston. That one, no good. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. The Warriors on top, up by 15. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Most explosive dunk, DeAndre Jordan.
You jump 20 feet in the air, it's like you're flying for a quick second.
And for a guy like DeAndre, and a guy of DeAndre's size, guys, it's hard to believe how fluid he is in the air.
He's got some body torque into those jams, and just all around, he seems to improve his game every year.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding, jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
Reed out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Decker. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Rivers in at the 2. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Warriors leading by 15. Young outside. Inside. McGee. And good off the lead pass that time. McGee's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Warriors. They've been looking at a sink offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Picked by Harrell. Here's Rivers. And it's hit by West. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Sarang to ka-gamers, guys. Ka-gamers na po. Nga si Sir Alvin o si James Ojeda.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Rivers.
I'll tell you, I hate to say it, but he's been dragging them down all night. The effort's there, but he continues to be ice cold.
Traps in the tray. Young's got 6.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Los Angeles calls timeout coming off that loss against the Nets.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
You could say they certainly were not on a string on the defensive end. They need to be so much better moving forward.
Of course, we talked about the evolution of the specialist, the pure 3-and-D guy, for example, who in that category are some of the best in your opinion.
Well, I'm so happy that Klay Thompson has evolved from a guy who believed coming into the NBA that he would strictly be a 3-and-D guy to a much more versatile scorer. But in today's iteration, I would have to say Danny Green won a championship for the San Antonio Spurs, doing nothing but absorbing the biggest threat on the offensive end for the opponent and then being able to make huge threes at timely opportunities. Patrick Beverley of the Houston Rockets, another guy grinding it out, increasingly making shots, and of course, tenacious on-ball defender.
Gallinari, he's checked in for the Clippers. Teodosic comes in for Austin Rivers. Golden State also making some changes. Green comes in for West, and Durant subbed in for Andre Iguodala. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Durant sets a screen for Young. Green, no luck.
And I thought that was going to drive. It looked good from here.
So, for the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Harrell, and Blake Griffin subbed in for Reed. And the Warriors also making a change. Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Now, here's Beverly. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the Clippers miss again. Warriors leading by 19 points. Green passes to Livingston. Durant for three. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
With some arc, it's deflected.
Oh, once again, Pachulia turning the shooter away, uses his length so well.
There's 3 pointers off the mark. LA's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Gallinari. That shot missing. Great tee that time from Green. Durant for 3. Again, Durant missing.
This has been one of those nights where he's really struggled. And the team hasn't, but he has.
Jordan the screen. Now here's Beverly. He's covered by Livingston. 4 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Teodosic.
Nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
You simply can't give them. You have to fight through the screen and at least get a hand in the face of the shooter.
Livingston kicks to Green, shoots, and Jordan sends it back.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
Durant against Gallinari. Durant dishes to Young. No good with the triple. Clippers trailed by 19. Gallinari outside. Latrey. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, he works to find the open space behind the arc, and he pays off with the 3. Nice.
16. About 16.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see what coach
Shout out na ko si Joyce Caballes.
Well, they need to stop this run. Great timeout that hopefully gives his
Si
team
Carla
some
Hilig nga sige lagi hapong pangita sa lead journey Ma'am C.
The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Pachulia. 4th in rebounding, 10th in blocks, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Griffin in position, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Well, you see, if you're going to foul him, you've got to wrap Kevin Durant up. He's too good at absorbing contact and finding a way to score.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Now, here's Beverly. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Sige, mo ni siya na aspatok.
1:44 left to play in the first half. 6 to shoot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
Of course, I didn't know this. You grew up the youngest of 8 children. In what way, if any, did that help you develop the competitive edge you've been known for throughout your terrific career?
You know, I had 4 older brothers, and we played sports my entire life. I picked up the game of basketball at 7, and if you didn't have a little toughness with 4 brothers trying to compete against them, you were going to be in some trouble. So this game has been absolutely great to me.
I'm sure you remember the first time you picked up a basketball and dribbled a basketball.
No question about it, Kevin. 7 years old, running through some hedges like I was coming out of a locker room. It was special.
It's a green.
From deep, Green.
Okay.
That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Green.
And that's now 7 points for Draymond Green.
Draymond Green.
Here's Teodosic. He's covered by Thompson. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Clippers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Harrell, he's checked in for Jordan. Willie Reed comes in for Blake Griffin. Sam Decker's checked in for Gallinari. And it's Rivers in for Patrick Beverly. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face that I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
Decker gets the bucket.
That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. And here's Green outside. Green missing again.
Well, I'll tell you, it hasn't been his best quarter, but we know he won't get discouraged. This guy will keep grinding.
Right wing. Thompson against Rivers. Lots of room. That one's not going to go. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up.
Time now, guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. Taking a look at the war. So that'll do it for now as we send...
Welcome back, everyone. There he is, the one and only Magic Johnson. His statue stands just outside Staples Center. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. Livingston and Thompson are the guards. And it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Clippers trail by 16. The shot's good from Griffin. Griffin's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Clippers. And Milos Teodosic, one of the bigger names in basketball not to play in the NBA last season, Greg.
Yeah, I mean, the Clippers brought him over from Europe to help kind of ease the loss of Chris Paul. He's a terrific playmaker who is one of the best passers in the world. And not young, but respected by many around the globe.
Livingston with it. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. That one falls.
Boy, that's the type of shot they'd like to get on every single possession.
And the pass to Rivers. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Rivers against Thompson. Pass to Teodosic. 5 to shoot. And And that shot contested by Green.
Simply cannot throw up that weak stuff around Draymond Green. You'll hear about it. He will relish the opportunity to send it back. They've got to start working for better shots. Just 1 for 4 in the second half so far.
Passes it to Teodosic. Pops it up for Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And how about the vertical of Jordan? Easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Durant for three. And the three ball is good. Durant's got 9.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
Pass to Teodosic. Rivers kicks to Gallinari.
Yo.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors leading by 14.
Durant
the wide open look for Durant. Again, Golden State.
But Kevin Durant goes right up with it. Doesn't give the defense a chance to react.
And the Clippers call time here. Dorsey graduated as your university's all-time assist leader. What do you think is the most important trait for becoming a great guard, a great playmaker?
Well, I think obviously you have to have a pretty good handle because generally you're going to absorb some pressure in the middle of a game. But I think the other part of that is, Kevin, you've got to be someone who enjoys watching someone else score as much as you enjoy scoring yourself.
I think this makes you such a great analyst because you had to know as a guard everybody's role and everybody's movement on a certain play.
You know, that's a great point. I've always said being a point guard is the perfect position to come at an analyst job from. You're 100% right.
Young passes to Thompson. Off
Shot
target from three-point range. Clippers trail by 14. Here's Gallinari. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. He has 5.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Thompson for the triple. It's Thompson again missing. Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's Rivers. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the three. That's a dangerous proposition.
Here's McGee. And falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. McGee's got 5.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
So, for the Clippers, Harrell, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Reed comes in for Blake Griffin. And Sam Decker subbed in for Gallinari. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Clippers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. That free throw good from Reed. Warriors leading by 8. Iguodala dishes to McGee. Lets the 3 fly. But they'll get another chance. Thompson outside. Good on the triple. And the Warriors lead by 11.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
Tipped away. Young with the steal. Thompson outside. Off target from outside. Los Angeles has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And Beverly kicks to Decker. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Rivers can't get it to go.
Shot near Rivers.
The Warriors shooting right around 42% from the field since the start of the second half. Well, you have to give a lot of credit to Austin Rivers for how he has improved since his rookie season.
And one big reason for Rivers earning his spot is his improved efficiency. Had trouble shooting from the mid-range and out early on and worked on that part of his game, which opened up everything else for his skill.
And Young comes over to help. Here's Harrell. Count it.
Oh, my God.
Harrell's got it back down to single digits for the Clippers.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Thompson kicks it to West.
Oh.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Teodosic is checked in for Rivers. He doesn't get the second one. For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. And David West gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Nick Young. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And there's the pass to Teodosic. Stolen by Thompson. Here's McGee. It drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Teodosic. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials on the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. First one falls for him.
2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
From deep 3-point range, he got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
Let's get stops. Focus on the stops. If you like your shots and they start falling, you still got to get stopped. Hang on your defense.
And that's Doc Rivers doing some simple math for his team, guys, wanting them to do more than just match baskets.
Yeah, tremendous effort they're showing on the offensive end. They need some of that, though, on the defensive side of the ball. They've got to start working together on that end of the floor.
And the final period of play just about to start. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. They've got Harrell. Reed out there with Decker. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Teodosic in at shooting guard. Warriors leading by 9. Livingston passes to Durant. Stolen by Decker. Got a piece of it. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. Here's Pachulia. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint.
On the wing, Thompson. The shot. Another basket for Golden State.
Well, Klay Thompson's simply one of the best to do it in the NBA right now when it's a catch-and-shoot situation.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Griffin comes in for Reed. And it's going on in for Sam Decker. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play. Take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. See if they can clean it up.
Oh my God,
wide open. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Now here's Livingston, guarded close. Pachulia dishes to Livingston. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Clippers trail by 7. Beverly for three, and another three for the Clippers.
Oh,
That's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Well, you want to try to stay between Kevin Durant and the basket because he will throw it down if he gets near the cup.
And Beverly kicks to Griffin. Back to Beverly. Jordan the screen. Here's Teodosic. No good on the triple. Warriors leading by 6. Durant with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. Livingston kicks to Durant. Again, Durant missing.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Gallinari. Excellent D there from Pachulia.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Durant for 3.
It's Kevin Durant with the 3. Durant's got 12 points here in the second half. The Clippers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Beverly, the pass to Gallinari. Now the dish to Griffin. Back to Gallinari. Shot clock at 5. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. Out of hand on it.
No way.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Durant, no good.
Well, I wouldn't say the D was exceptional, but it certainly was enough to bother him.
And here comes Durant all alone.
Oh, my.
Get out of the way. How about the quick jump from Kevin Durant? He was impressive on that one.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Rivers, he's checked in for the Clippers. Clippers trail by 11. Knocked away. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's Teodosic. He's covered by Livingston. Rivers kicks to Griffin to stop the run, and it's good. 2 points.
You know, they work the ball into ideal position there to get the high-quality look.
Here's Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Kevin, how about the ability of Durant to make those long strides to the rim and absorb the contact?
The Clippers running out of time. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his third foul of the game.
Wala pa yung penalty, guys.
Gallinari dishes to Rivers.
Penalty kayo, yan up pa.
Got a piece of it. Jordan with the screen on Durant.
Okay, go.
Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Durant's got 25 points in the game.
Well, Kevin Durant can just hurt you in so many different ways. He's almost unguardable when he's pulling that jump shot.
Green against Griffin. Great D that time from Green. Warriors leading by 14.
Durant
and so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Warriors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
Durant
and so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep, and that has to be a relief.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kevin Durant.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
Drains the three-pointer.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Well, you can't have any room for error late in a game like this, so they put the finishing touches in style. I love how they closed.
Pachulia the pass to Livingston, stolen by Rivers. Now the Clippers moving it up. With the putback.
And it's the long arms of Jordan, staying active on the boards for these high-percentage putbacks.
The drive by Green, it's not going to go for it.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.